Hey guys, it's your girl Jazmin, and welcome to Culture Shock. Get shocked while listening to undiscovered artists coast to coast. Be sure to tune in every week, and I'll be interviewing the hottest indie artists in your city. Hey guys, welcome back to Culture Shock. It's your girl Jazmin. Alright guys, this is episode 4, and I have my brother Chaos in here with me this week. So, if you haven't already heard the first 3 episodes, please go back and listen to those. We had Ricky Devane, Brandon Lewis, and my brother Wave Chappelle on the show. And this week with Chaos, we're going to talk about having like a niche market in the music industry here in Memphis. Because my brother, I promise you, looking at your Instagram, listening to your music, like it touched my soul. That little part of my soul that I didn't know was there. Right. It just came out. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm really feeling with you, vibing with you today. I got my all black on. Thank you. What I'm saying? And if you really pay attention, my nails are always black.
I see.
Yeah. So I had to bring you on this week.
Looking lovely.
No hesitation. Yes. So, starting out the conversation, I really want to talk about like how did you get to where you are as far as being comfortable being so different here in the city when everything's like thugged out, you know what I'm saying? North Memphis, South Memphis, shoot them up all that bullshit.
Right.
And you out here spreading hearing violence that empowers.
Hate, yep.
Yeah, man.
Yep. Well, I don't know, man. It's like earlier on in my music career, I've always been into like rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? Like before I started rapping, I started a rock band. And that was like 5th or 6th grade. So I've always had this passion for like just the extreme sound, the extreme image. You know what I'm saying? And that's really like where it all began and shit. And just like, you know, I don't know, man. I just never really cared, you know, because I looked at it as like I'm going to be picked on regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not be picked on doing what the fuck I want to do?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yes. It's like embracing that inner, you know, weirdo, like staying weird, being weird, because that's normal.
Right.
And I've said it multiple times already, like, if you feel like you're normal and you're doing all the things that everybody else does, you're really like lost. You know what I'm saying? It's the people that are kind of that have separated themselves from other people that have gotten picked on for being really quiet because they're super creative. They're always in their own head, or you know what I'm saying, like being really eccentric, and people like, oh nah, gee, like something wrong with you. You can't do that. You need to tone it down. Type shit. You need to be wearing what we wearing, type of stuff, and you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly why when I found you, I'm just gonna be honest.
What's up?
I found you. What was that?
Lay it on me.
2 months ago.
Okay.
I didn't start following you until like maybe last month. I kind of Instagram stalked you from a distance because I'm that person. Right. I got to make sure I'm getting into something I really want. and so I just kept following your media, you know what I'm saying, watching your story. Lovely family man.
Yes.
Love it. A lot of artists don't like to bring, like, just show that because, you know, they're here for the...
fuck image, man.
For the wrong thing, you know what I'm saying? They want to have home life and extra, but you bring it all out there, and I think it's beautiful.
Thank you.
And what I also think, you know what I'm saying, you being who you are also makes you, like, the perfect artist to fall in love with. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
Because we need that authenticity, especially, you know... as young as we are, you know, finding people that we can really follow and connect with. Right. And, like, I connect with you even though, like, we're kind of on 2 different ends of the very wonderful, weird spectrum. We're on 2 opposite ends, but I still connect with you.
That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know who the fuck will connect with you by you just being yourself. And, like, who can relate. You know what I'm saying? And, like, that's why I do what I do, because, like, I just want to show people that, okay, at the end of the day, despite how I look and how I sound and shit, I still go through what you go through. Yeah, definitely. And if I can pull through it, you can too. Yeah. You know, so.
Most definitely. So we're going to take a quick break and give you people who haven't listened to my boy's music an opportunity to hear a few tracks, and we'll be back right after this break.
rest. Pick up the rest. Pick up the rest.
Alright guys, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those tracks, and I'm back with my boy Chaos. Alright guys, so let's get into this. Alright, so I want you to tell the other artists and creatives out here, when it comes to finding your voice in your music, where does that come from? Where does that inner courage and power come from?
Pain.
Elaborate on that, please.
Pain. You know, like what I said earlier, you never know what people can go through or have gone through. They can relate to what you've gone through and shit. So it's like, it sounds rough, it's very raw, but it's just who I am. It's, you know, it's just how I express myself and shit. But pain is universal, and like that's like the force behind my music, pain. You know what I'm saying?
So when you were making this last album, Clinic, right?
Yeah, the Clinic is actually my brand.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
So when you were putting this project together, you know what I'm saying, what motivated you, what pushed you to put, like, I listened to each one of those tracks like 5 times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you're putting together a project like this, like the sound, you're mixing, you definitely have that rock. You know what I'm saying? I can hear all of that, but then you're throwing in rap with that. And how does that process work for you? Because I personally, that's very unique, and the closest thing to that I listen to on a regular basis is definitely so different from what you got going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So for those artists starting out that are looking to find their niche and be very different from what they're surrounded by as far as music or their art in general, how do you find that perfect mix? How do you pull from late influences and bringing in like such a modern, putting quotes around that modern touch and feel?
I don't know. It's like, as an artist, or just as a regular everyday person, you got to figure out who you are. So with anything you do, you got to ask yourself, okay, what can I bring like differently to the table? Like, how can I make this me? You know what I'm saying? How can I make this beat sound like something that I would do? How can I make this picture that I draw look like something I did? You know what I'm saying? You know, like, how can I do this job today and people know that I did this job today? So pretty much like that's always the force like behind my music and shit. Just how can I impact this piece of art, you know, and make it me without people thinking that it sounds like this or that. You know what I'm saying? Like, despite my influences and shit, you can probably peep some of my influences and things like that, but like at the end of the day, you really can't compare me to nobody else. And that's a big thing to say, because we live in a world today to where everything is robotic, everything is copy and paste. You know what I'm saying? And it just happened naturally for me. So like for the Bipolar project that you're talking about and shit, it was really just me. I had a whole bunch of beats and shit. And certain ones stuck out, certain ones didn't. And I picked the ones that stuck out. And I was like, okay then, it's different. I'm gonna try something different. But how can I be different and still keeping me? You know what I'm saying? And for any artist that's trying to do this shit, my question to you is that you have to like ask yourself before you do anything. It's like, how can I make this me? You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing it, you know. And a lot of people don't focus on themselves when doing things. They focus on the fame they want, the clout. They focus on what's trending, what's hot, you know. And it's like, it's boring. It gets boring after a while. So as long as you keep it you and you keep it fun, it'll always be authentic. And you will always enjoy it at least. So
yeah, definitely. Without authenticity, you know, people who are riding the wave of being trendy, they die out real fast. Right. But then on the opposite end, you have some artists that are mainstream and they got there from riding the wave, and they're starting to, you know, show their real, you know, individual selves through their music.
And it's smart. It's very smart.
Can't talk today. God dog. Through their music. So having people like yourself that can make it purely off of being themselves, because you have a very niche market, because you're going to be pulling people from rock, you're going to be pulling people that listen to rap, you're going to be pulling people that really just want to, they need lyrics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. And
they're going to come from everywhere, and they're going to pull in, they're going to support you 100. So I believe that you will have no problem getting there, staying there, and having a full, vibrant, powerful career where you're going to get the money, you're going to get the clout, and that's going to come from being a true artist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's all there. It's all there. So people, we're going to take another quick break. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be back after this track.
I ain't shit. I ain't shit. I ain't never gon' be shit. I ain't shit. I ain't shit. I ain't never gon' be shit. I ain't shit. I ain't shit. I ain't never gon' be shit. I ain't shit. I ain't shit. I ain't never gon' be shit. Nobody really gives a fuck about you. They just sticking around to get shit out you. I always wanna use friendship like a voucher. Turn them down and watch they gon' get sour. Question is, what you gon' do for me? You spoil cause I give you everything. Acting like I fill my car for free. Say you broke but you got money for weed. 15 for a grand flexing on IG. Now you wanna get mad cause I charge a fee. Gotta cut you off cause now you are a leech. You don't understand cause you too blind to see. I ain't shit. I ain't shit. I ain't never gon' be shit. I ain't shit. I ain't shit. I ain't never gon' be shit. I ain't shit. I ain't shit. I ain't never gon' be shit. I ain't shit. I ain't shit. I ain't never gon' be shit. Have no money or some skills to be attractive. Tell me how many people in your life will still be active down here. Now they passive, see the difference with just massive. I'm a G, keep it real with me. No time for the hassle. I'm not new to this, and you are not the first. I thought that we were close, and that what makes it worse. Thankfully I am numb, so I don't feel the hurt. It is what it is. A bond I never force. A parasite can only survive if it's close to they hosts. Just cause you close to these folks, that don't mean that your bros always take out the pot, but they never reimburse. Then you'll leave you hot and dry while you down in the dirt. Kill all your friends. Kill all your friends. They're not your friends. Just phonies that pretend. Kill all your friends. I ain't shit. Kill all your friends. I ain't never gon' be shit. I ain't shit. I ain't shit. Phonies that pretend. I ain't never gon' be shit. I ain't shit. I ain't shit. Man, y'all don't give a fuck about me, man. I ain't never gon' be shit.
Tryna pluck a nigga and shit like y'all know, bro. I feel this shit, bro.
I ain't shit.
Nigga ain't green to this shit, man. Pluck ass nigga.
I ain't never gon' be shit.
All right, welcome back, guys. Thanks for holding on with us. Hope you enjoyed those last two tracks. So, our producer had a question that I'm going to throw in. What's up with the mask, brother? You're not wearing it right now, but earlier on in your career, you were wearing that mask. So, what's up with the mask? Where did it come from?
It's weird because, like, my name, Hannya, is actually a mask. And it's something that I've seen since I was, like, young, like 5, 6. I used to watch this anime show called Rurouni Kenshin. And there was a character on there named Hannya. He had the mask on with the stripes on and shit, right? So, like, I don't know. I was playing this game one day, and I kept seeing the same mask And I was like, what is this mask called? So I'm playing this game. And there was an option to like create your own character. The game was called Tenku, by the way. It's an old ninja game. So I unlocked something new. And I go to this mask, right? And it's the mask, the Hannya mask. And I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Because all these years I've been searching, trying to find this particular mask. And it's right there in my face, you know what I'm saying? So like, I picked it. And I researched it, like what it meant. And just the meaning behind the Hannya, it stuck with me. So that kind of like really influenced the whole mask thing because like my name itself is a mask.
So what's the meaning behind that?
Okay, so a Hannya, it's like Japanese folklore in a sense, right? The Hannya is a character. It's actually a female who fell in love with a man. And she ain't, you know what I'm saying, he ain't fuck with her like that. And just the jealousy and hatred turned her into this demon called a Hannya.
Wow.
Yeah, so the Hannya is actually a female demon who's jealous and hateful and shit. And at that time, when I picked it, it resonated with me because I was going through like a lot of dark, jealous, hate, you know what I'm saying, hateful times and shit. So, just having that name, and then, you know, listening to people like Slipknot, they wear the mask and shit. And I was like, okay. I was kind of putting two and two together.
So is the mask gonna come back?
A new one might, not my old one, because my old one is actually a Slipknot mask, and you know, later on they could fuck me up in my career.
You need to create your own identity. Yeah. So if somebody's out there and they want to make my boy a mask, that'll be dope.
A1, I got the sketches ready too.
You got a P.O. box or something? I don't know. You just want to ship it to you.
See, you know, I'm not that important to have a P.O. box. You know what I'm saying?
Please,
you know.
Everybody needs a P.O. box.
Right.
All right, man. So, hate. What's up with it?
Hate. Okay. So, it's weird. It's just weird how like.
I really want to know because I'm like, it's so. I get it, and I hear it in your music.
Right.
And I'm just like, where did it come from? You know, why did you choose something that's so opposite of what it actually means? Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's kind of like oxymoronic in a sense. Emphasis on the moron part. But it's tough love. Hate is tough love. Hearing violence that empowers, pretty much. It's not always going to be sugar-coated or pretty. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna pat you back all the time. But what I say will, and it can't help you if you apply what I'm saying to your life. So hate is essentially tough love. And it's just weird because, you know, like, I got tired of seeing love. It was like a point to where people have these trends and waves and shit where they emphasize on this one thing, and it was like this love season going on. And I was like, you motherfuckers are like abusing this word so fucking bad. Fuck love, it's about hate. You know what I'm saying? But like when I took it, I wanted hate to actually mean like love. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the type of dude I am and shit, and just my whole image and everything. It's just all about thinking differently about the shit that you see every day. Okay, hate. What is hate? You know what I'm saying? Why is this nigga wearing black lipstick? Whoa, he's a dad? Why does he sound like this? You know what I'm saying? What is he? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just I wanna like pick people's brain and just destroy the, you know what I'm saying, just the basic shit, you know, the basic ideas of everything we see all the time. You know what I'm saying? And you look at me in the eyes and they got me stuttering and shit. You know what
I'm looking at you, man, because you know you've listened to this podcast before, and you know at the end I say all love, no hate, and now I'm sitting here like, oh goddamn.
It's cool. I mean, but like with everything, it's all about like my thing is intention. You know like my intention behind that. Right. Know what the fuck you talking about. Exactly. And mean this shit.
Exactly. Because for me, you know what I'm saying, in relationships, and I'm talking, you know, I love, you know, my significant other. Love fades. Right. Like, very basic. You need to like that person in order for something to last. You can be with somebody for 12 years and 3 of those years you love them, the rest of them you like, bruh, you are I like you so much. Right. But like that love comes and goes because it's something that we've basically made up. It's not like a in my opinion, it's not like a true emotion,
right?
Because your parents have unconditional love for you. They're supposed to,
right.
But then you have those situations where there are some parents that are like, "Damn, fuck
you."
Yeah. So
right.
It's not, love is very wavering.
I feel like love is very possible.
Yeah.
You just have to be selective of who you want to love
and who deserves
right.
that,
and who loves you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to take one last break, and we'll be right back with you in about 3 minutes.
My neck is cocaine on my man, bitch got Cajun on my dick. Cocaine, gang shit, sumo got hot on dip. If I come fast, so what? I just fuck throwing nut. Throw that ass back and shut up. About to run up in the guts. Better thank God and say grace before my dick in your face. It's a motherfucking blessing if I let you get a taste. Damn right, I'm kinda cocky. Tell me who the fuck to stop me. Say you hate the man, but you motherfuckers copy. Saw me in that thrash, said you motherfuckers copy. I'm the hardest nigga, all you other fucking suck. Hey, what you talking about? Fuck what you heard. Fuck what you talking about? Fuck what you heard. Fuck what you talking about? Fuck what you heard. Fuck what you talking about? Fuck what you heard. Fuck everything. 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 Fuck all my friends are dead, yeah. I killed all my friends, yeah. I've been saying that shit. Hey, raise it to my wrist. Hey, noose around my neck. Hey, pistol in my hand. Hey, barrel to my head. Hey, rose out of the bed. Hey, I don't get no peace. No, I don't get no sleep. No, I just want the peace. Yo, she just want the deep. Hey, positivity. Oh, tell me what that mean. Yo, if got a real nigga, why he never seen? Hey, success is the best for bitch. That's why I'm on my shit. Success started coming in and now they on my dick. Co-leader, that is what I am. I give you that's a win. The clinic taking over shit, we taking over, bitch. Shit, I ain't never been shit. I ain't never had shit. Just a couple basic bitches had some bad habits. I am just a church boy that became a savage. I don't fuck around. I'ma get the last laugh, bitch. Fuck what you talking about? Fuck what you heard. Fuck what you talking about? Fuck what you heard. Fuck what you talking about? Fuck what you heard. Fuck what you talking about? Fuck what you heard. Fuck everything. 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 Fuck everything.
Welcome back, guys. So glad you guys stuck around for this ending because we're about to find out what's up next for Hannya Chaos. What's up next for you, brother?
You said my name right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been called Hannya.
I've said it wrong many times before. That's why I've been calling you Chaos. I ain't want you to body slam.
Nah, it's cool. Nah, like,
I said your name wrong.
I was waiting to correct you. Like, you know what? I'm just playing. But what's next? I'm gonna say it, bro.
Music, you finna model? What you finna do?
Man, world domination is definitely next. That's the only plan, I'm trying to.
Hey, you better than, I'm sure you'll be better than what we got.
Yeah, I'm trying to, take over shit. But like on some real shit though, working on a project called Demon.
Okay.
It's pretty much produced by my brother, Ozra 6.
Ah.
Yeah, he produces, by the way.
He's in the room, by the way.
That guy. Say hey, Ozra. Okay. But, yeah, it's not going to drop this year. I might not drop any more music this year, actually.
Oh.
I might drop, like, maybe a video or something like that.
Give me, like, one song at
I want to
Christmas
starve you. I want you to starve.
You know, Thanksgiving in November. We're not supposed to starve, you know.
Well,
Season of giving.
I go against the grain anywhere I can. So I'm trying to starve you guys. But when it does drop, it's going to be cool. It's going to be very aggressive, but it's going to be like even more experimental. And it's pretty much a fuck you record. So, but it's also empowering. So when you hear it, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm the shit.
All right,
and that's the vibe you're going to get. So that's dropping sometime 2019.
19.
18? No, 19.
How about New Year's Eve?
How about 19?
All right, cool. We only got a few more months left, man. It's August.
Right. It's gonna speed by. Right.
Yeah. All right, so go ahead and plug yourself in. Let the people know where they can find all these wonderful visuals that I've been like lusting over on.
Ooh, yeah. No, you said it right. I see it. Funny you say that. I thought about changing my name a long time ago, and it was actually going to be Lust. Cause I love that word,
you
lust.
Need to put a band together, and y'all just need to be 7 Deadly Sins.
Yep. That's actually my favorite number, 7. Yeah.
It's a good round number.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, you can find me on Instagram at cult.leader.chaos. You can find me on SoundCloud at capital HANNYA space capital CHA $0
Yeah.
Right? And YouTube, you can just type in my name. I should pop up. You might see me in the mask, but it's still me.
Yeah, I had actually seen you in the mask before and seen you without it. I argued with our producer up and down. I was like, it's not the same person. Like, you can't know it's the same person. He got a mask on.
Right, yeah. I was like, fuck this shit. Basically, I wanted you guys to see my true mask. The skin mask. My ugly face. So, you guys gotta live with it right now.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in this week. Brother, thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having
Greatly
me.
appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, please be sure to follow ssMTV on Spreaker. That's where you can find all of the episodes and our playlist for each episode and each artist. You can download the episodes. We got links to specific artists, the songs that are specifically on the playlist, all that good stuff there for you on Spreaker. Be sure to follow ssMTV on Instagram and Twitter at ssmediatv. And then you can follow me on Instagram at hi.jazz1. HiJazz1 on Instagram. That way you guys can see exclusives like who's going to be on the next week's podcast and all that good stuff. I'll be posting it on my story. We'll be posting it on ssMTV. All that good stuff there for you. I will talk to you guys. I was about to say see you guys next week. I'll talk to you guys next week. All love, no hate. Peace.
Hate.